Okay, so very good evening to all of you. So thank you for joining in. And today we are looking at a couple of Montessori materials, out of which it is a continuation of what we saw in the yesterday's class. So this was regarding the bead frame. Again, you have two kinds of bead frames. You have a small bead frame, or we call it as a short bead frame. And we also have a long bead frame. Now, the one that is being showed here is called as the small bead frame. Now, why do we use bead frames? Because these are the essential tools that we use in our classes. Whenever you want to teach place values to children, apart from the place values, you can also perform arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So we saw a glimpse of how we could do addition in our yesterday's class. We did both static and the dynamic addition. And there are other operations that is actually pending. So that would be our subtraction and multiplication that you could do it. Now, what happens here is, like, since it's a hands-on material, just like how we have the golden beads, the concept is going to be the same. As soon as you hear the count of 10, there is a replacement, correct? We replace it with 110. Then when you hear 10 tens, you replace it with 100. When you hear 100, you replace it with 1000. This is the same that we're going to be following for all. It could be for your golden beads, for your stamp game, and also for your bead frames. Okay. As I told you, there are how many types? We have two types, a small bead frame and a large bead frame. Now, how do I describe this material is, you can look at the material itself and you can say that the material has been divided into 4 rows, and each of the rows is representing the units, tens, hundreds, and thousands. And every row has 10 beads, which is of different colors. The first one representing our units in green. The second one, it is going to be in blue color. And the third one is going to be in your red. And the last one is going to be representing for thousands, and that is for our green color. Okay. So primarily we use this for arithmetic calculations. Now, coming back to, once we have got this material, it becomes so easy for us to proceed further. So we understood about the units, and so easily is what we're going to be working is like we start making a particular number. We saw this, we actually learned about how can we make addition using the same exercise. Moving to our today's class, are there any other kinds of operations that you can actually do using the bead frame? Okay, so we have learned about addition. So any doubts in addition? Do we have any doubts in addition? Anyone? Anybody? Sorry. Anybody has any doubts or clarification? Just give me a minute, guys. Any clarifications or the doubts that needs to be cleared? Abhay, pass the pen. So I can move further. Shall we move further to our subtraction? Okay. All right. Okay. So let's quickly move to our subtraction. So I would start with the basic one. So please note down the problem. We're going to do 5,683 minus 2,342. Okay. It is static or dynamic? 5,683 minus 2,342.
Static.
Static subtraction. Okay. So is everybody with me? So shall we begin? Yes. Here we go. I'm going to pin my screen. Yes. So I'm taking, so my beads has to be to the right side or to the left side?
Left side.
So I got to reset everything to my left side. Since it is subtraction, I would be arranging only one number or two numbers. I would arrange only the first number, and we would be taking away the second number from the first number, right? So how many thousands it is? So we'll begin with our units. So we have 3 units. Then we have 8 tenths.
8 tenths.
Okay. Then we have 6 hundredths. And then we have how many thousands? 5 thousands. So our number is 5,683. Correct?
3.
So we got to take away the second number, that is 2,342. So out of 3 units, how many units are we going to take away? 2 units, 1 and 2. So we took away 2 units. So how much was remaining? 1. So we mark that. Next, we have 8 tens, and we're going to take away how many tens? 4 tens. 1 10, 2 10, 3 10, 4 10. I have to take away this, so it comes back here. So what's remaining? How many tens are remaining? 4 tens. So write down 4 tens in the tens place. Now moving back to our hundreds, we have 6 hundreds here. We got to take away how many hundreds?
3.
3 hundreds. How many hundreds are remaining here?
3.
3 hundreds. Now I have my 5,000s. We got to take away 2,000s from that, and we have remaining 3,000.
3,000.
Okay. So this is our static subtraction. Any doubts? Static subtraction. Okay. Now we're going to do our dynamic subtraction. Okay. So let's take the number 4,962 minus 2,347. Is everybody ready?
2,300.
4,962 minus 2,347. I'm going to reset everything back here.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So let's arrange our first number. Okay. Now I'm arranging. There's a little glare, right? Now you can see, right? Huh. So I have my 2 units,
1.
my 6 tens,
Step.
my 900s, and my 2,000s.
4. 4.
4, sorry. 4,000. 4,000. So we have our 4,962 is our number. So what is our rule? We got to take away, right? So we start with our units. So out of the 2 units, what am I taking away here? I'm taking away 7.
7.
This is the problem. Okay, this is the problem. Sorry, this is the problem. Okay, everybody look here. This is the problem. Okay, so I have my 2 tens. Okay, I have my 2 ones. I have to take away my 7 ones out of this. So do I have 7 ones to take away here?
No.
No.
So what should I do? I got to borrow, right?
Yes.
Yes, when I have to borrow. So what do I do is like I start counting. So 1, 2. Correct? Then I have to borrow. So when I'm borrowing, what happens? This would come here and all my green would move that side. Clear, everyone? I'm borrowing here. Okay? So I have to do simultaneously. I'm borrowing my 10. So I replace all the 10 beads this side. Everything is gone. So this would come this side. 2 was already there. So 3, 4, 5, 6.
7.
How many are remaining? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 are remaining. Oh? Am I correct?
7.
Oh,
ma'am, can you repeat it, ma'am?
Okay, I'm going back again. Okay, so we have 2, right? So this was our 2. Now we have to take away 7 from it. I don't have 7 here, so I have to replace this. So this is like I'm borrowing. 10 ones will be replaced by 10 ones, correct? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So when I'm replacing this, okay, this has to go this side. Already 2 is there. So my count will have to start from 3. Okay. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7.
So my answer is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
Okay. So I have 5 units. So everybody write 5 units. Now you have how many here? You have 5 tens. But you have to take away how many tens?
1 tens.
4 tens.
Take away, 4 tens.
4 tens. So I'm taking away 1 10, 2 10, 3 10, 4 tens. How many are remaining?
1.
1 10. So write down. Now look at this. Now you have your 900s. You got to take away how many hundreds?
3.
100,
Three.
200, 300.
Yes, 3.
So you have 600s. Now you have 4,000s. You take away 2,000s. So you have 2,000. So this was simple. We did only a dynamic borrowing of our tens.
One.
Give me another problem wherein you would have a carry forward for everything. Somebody give me, but it has to be, my answer has to be within 8,000, okay? So maybe I'll only give. So maybe 7,732 minus 5,957. Okay, everybody write down. This is our problem. Okay, 7,732 minus 5,957. Okay, 7,732 minus 5,957. Okay, so we're going to reset everything. We're going to set only our first number. So I'm going to do it from the thousands, so it becomes easy for me. So my 7,000s, my 700s, my 310s, and our 2 1s. Okay, the first number is ready. 7,732. It's ready. Now, out of the 2 1s, how many ones you have to take away?
7.
7. Do you have 7 here?
No.
So should I borrow from here?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, 1, 2. I'm borrowing. So where this goes here. 2 is already done. So my
Yes.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many are remaining?
4.
5. You can't see? Yeah. 5.
Hmm.
Okay, the camera is tilted, so you might not see. So we have 5 beads here. So we have 5 in our units place. Okay.
Yes.
Next, you have this many tens. You have only 2 because you've already taken over. You have borrowed 1. But you have to take away 5 tens. Do we have 5
Yes.
tens? I don't have 5 tens. So I have only 1 10, 2 10. So what do? I borrow 100. When this is sliding this side, this has to go this side.
Yes. Already 2.
2 was done, right? So 3, 4, 5. How many are remaining? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So write down here 7. 7 tens are remaining. Now we have only 600s here, correct? Because we already
Yes.
borrowed 1 from that. So there it is no more 700s, it's only 600s. But we got to take away how many hundreds? 900s. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900.
900.
How many remaining? 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700. So 7 is remaining. Now you have these many thousands. You got to take away how many thousands? 5,000s. 1,000,
5,000.
2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. So you took away this. How many thousands are remaining?
1,000.
1,000.
1,000.
So our answer is
1,775.
so 1,775. So this is a dynamic subtraction that you can do using our short bead frame. Okay, it's a very simple one. The concept is very simple. You can either borrow or you can either carry forward. Okay, so you always make sure all your beads are towards the right hand side of yours. Or you can give a trick to the children that always you have to begin where the numbers are starting. Then you would move the quantity on the other side. Okay, so that's simple as that. Now say suppose in case if I have to work with multiplication. So any doubts? Everybody is okay with this, right? So everybody got, or should we do another problem? Easy? Yeah. So whenever you get a chance, whenever you have this material at your schools, grab that, put your own problems, try to do a hands-on. Then it becomes easy for all of us to actually work. Okay, Nisha?
Yes, Saturday we will try.
Saturday, you please work on that. How
Yes,
come you both are in the same house, Lakshmi and
Shweta.
okay. Happy to see you.
Hello.
Group studies, oh? Okay.
Oh, ma'am, not group studies, group enjoying only.
Group enjoying. Oh, okay. Lippy, how do you know that?
My husband will come from
I know
office
them.
now. He
You
will
know
come
them.
means he will.
Acha, okay. Happy to have you both at the same location. Okay. I was just thinking, why is it showing one screen? Then I realized they are sitting together. All right. Okay. Yeah. So that was our subtraction, guys. Now we can also do multiplication. Okay. But we have to make sure the multiplier is a one-digit number. Okay. And it has to be very smaller number because we will not be able to do a larger multiplication problems here. Now say suppose in case if I give you 35 into 2 times. 35 2 times. Okay. If I give you this problem, 35 into 2. So how do I do this? 35 one time, 35 two time. And then we're going to do a repeated addition. Okay. So let's do the first number. So I have my 3 tens and my 5 ones. Okay. So this is 3 tens, 5 ones, 35 one time. So again, I should have 3 tens, 5 ones. So this is one time. This is two time. So I join all of them. Now you add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When you get 10, green goes this side, carry forward. I have anything here? I have nothing. So what do I write? I write 0. Now count the number of tens. 1 10, 2 10, 4 10, 5 10, 6 10, 7 10. 7 10. So our answer is 70. Okay. So what did we do? Just very similar to it, you can actually do. So 100
Ma'am, once more.
yeah. We'll do 132 into 3. To the next problem. 132 into 3. Okay. So I have to have 132. This is 132 one time. 132 two times. 132 three times. 1 time, 2 time, 3 time. So I will join my hundreds. I'll join my tens. I'll join my. Now count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Write down 6 in the units place. Now tens. 1 10, 2 10, 3 10, 4 10, 5 10, 6 10, 7 10, 8 10, 9 10. 9 tens. 100, 200, 300. So our answer is 396. 132 into 3 is 396. But this was a static multiplication because we did not have a carry forward. Now, can you give me a carry forward one? Shall we do 453 into 2? Everybody do 453 into 2 is equal to. Have a dynamic. 453 into 2.
And static multiplication is similar like repeated addition.
Correct, correct. Repeated addition. Okay, let's do. It's 453. 400s, 5 tens, and 3 ones. 453 one time. 453. Okay, 2 times. Correct? 453 one time, 453 2 times. Now I join. We start with our unit beads. Start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Write down in the unit 6. Now count your tens. Now see, you might have a carry forward here. 110, 210, 310, 410, 510, 610, 710, 810, 910, 10 tens. So 10 tens, what do? I
1000.
carry forward. So this has to come this side and this would move here. Do I have anything in my tens place? Nothing. So I got to write 0. Now, how many hundreds? 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. So what's your answer? 453 into 2 is 906. 906. Okay, so we have 900s, nothing in the units. Sorry, nothing in the tens and 6 in the units. So 906 is your answer. Okay, so you would be using the bead frame for addition, subtraction, multiplication. Okay, we would not be doing division here. Similarly, you would have your large bead frame. Okay, in the large bead frame, what you would have is you would be able to work with a larger numbers. Now you would be able to work for how long or how big numbers is what we're going to be thinking. So this is how your large bead frame would look like. Okay, see, you have your thousands, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakhs. Okay, so this is what we would be working with. Now I would be able to perform all my arithmetic operations using the same. Now take a look here, but your rows would have representation of your units, your tens, your hundreds, your thousands, your 10,000s, 100,000s, and 1 million. What is 100,000s? 1 lakh. 1 lakh is nothing but 100,000. Million is 10 lakhs. Okay. So that's how you have to be able to help our children to identify also. Now look at the colors. It's always green, blue, red, then green. Okay. That's how it goes. And it goes as a number grows also, it is going to be in the same way that you have to be working. Now for teachers, what you need to do here is like, you have to make sure you will introduce a large bead frame, not for the younger children. Up to M3, only in M3 or in the grade 1, you will go with the short bead frame. When children are like above 6.5, 7 or 8 or 9 years, is what you will do the large bead frame. This is basically an elementary level material. So to do this material, definitely children should have the foundational understanding of place values and the mathematical operations. If they are not aware about addition, subtraction and all of that, please don't introduce this material. So what as a preparation the teachers will have to do, you need to have the activity set kit. What is your activity set kit? You should have a brochure or you should have a lesson plan which talks about you introducing the place values to the children. Then you should have this material to move the beads across. Along with that, you would have your problem statements. Once all these 3 things are printed, you can ask the children to visually track the numbers. Now say this is your print card. Okay. The teachers can print this card and give it to the children. The child will have to move the number. And then they will have to understand what is the quantity. The teacher says, okay, children, now we are going to do the number 82,468. So they have to do 82,000, right? So 8 10,000s, 2,000s, 400s, 6 tens, and 8 ones will make up the quantity 82,468. So you can give them these reference cards and you can ask them to construct the numbers. This is the first stage. Okay. Once they know to move the beads and if they are able to construct the numbers and if they are able to do the positioning of the numbers, understanding the place and the face values is where you do your problem statements. It's similar to how we did it in the small bead frame. You will also do it in the large bead frame. I'm not picking up this material because we don't have it in our CASA group. But you have to be aware that there is a material wherein you can do a 5-digit, a 6-digit, and a 7-digit number, addition, subtraction, and multiplication. So what's the material name called? It is called the large bead frame. And you're still able to do your static and the dynamic operations for all of them. So what's your preparation? You need to have your reference cards and you should have your problem statements as the preparation. That is good enough for you to actually work. and it is going to be an amazing material. So it's a crucial, I could say, instead of a crucial material, it's a one of the logical material. Okay, so children would definitely enjoy the process of moving the beads from right to left, right? So it is quite accessible also to them. They love that doing, and it's quite engaging also. Okay, so it is child-centric. So depending upon what the child likes it, you allocate the material as in such, and you should be good to go in introducing this material to our children. All right? Clear, everybody? Yes? No? Say something.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay. So that covers our beautiful one on the small and the large frame Montessori materials. Okay. From here, you go to another one that is considered to be as Woodeen hierarchical material. Since you're working with the quantity, before you introduce the large bead frame to your children, you should introduce this one. Okay. Since I was taking up the bead frames, I went to the large bead frame. But for teachers, you have to first introduce the quantity, right? We've always spoken about you have to introduce quantity. Only then you will go with the numbers. Only then with the operations, correct? We always talk in that way, right? So this Woodeen hierarchical material in Montessori is a beautiful one. Okay. Now, what do we do here in this? What I could say in this material is similar to our golden beads. We saw golden beads, right? So we have 10 units making up one bar, and then 10 tens making up 100, 10 hundreds making up one cube, which was representing our thousands. Like that. Now, if I stack 10 thousands and one on top of the other, it becomes 10,000. If I'm racking 10 thousands, 10 of them together, it becomes my 1 lakh. Correct? So then if I'm stacking all of those 10 lakhs of 10 times, it becomes 1 million. Correct? So this is how the hierarchy would actually go. And children will be introduced to the quantity and the number system in this particular way. It's again an elementary material that we have to be working only with children above 8 years of age. All right. This is how it's going to look like. And you can see this is called the Woodeen hierarchical material. And it is an advanced material to our golden beads. It's considered to be as the Woodeen hierarchical beads. Now, what would you represent here? Units, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, then 100,000s and million. This is the quantity that you're going to be representing. All right. Now, coming down to the other one, what about the colors? Unit is again a cube which has a size 5 mm into 5 mm into 5 mm. You have to be specific. Okay, if you get it in the exam and if they ask you, they usually won't give because we are working with the pre-primary classes. But by chance, in case if you get it in the exam, you should know about what is the material that you use. So units and thousands in green and million in green. Correct? So it's always remember the order. Green, blue, red, green, blue, red. So units is a green cube, 5 mm into 5 mm into 5 mm. Then again, your 100 is a red prism. Okay. 10 is again a blue prism with green divisions. 1000 is again a green cube with a red division. Now, did you see the difference there? It is, we are talking about the prisms there. Correct? Okay. Now, what kind of a prism is my blue one? It's a rectangular prism because it's rectangular. Now, if I'm talking about my 100, it is a square. So it's going to be a square prism, right? So you have to know that. No, blue and red, they can't be same. One is rectangular in shape. Okay. So similarly, you have up till your million. So teacher should also have prepared cards for notations to show what is this number going to look like. Just like how I have put it in the front bottom, you should also have the cards. Now look at the size of the cards. 1, 10. 10 is bigger than the number 1 card. 100 is bigger than the 10 card. 1000 is bigger than the 100 card. So that means equally you will be dividing so that you will add another number. Your card should also grow in the size. This is one thing that you should remember because when we are sliding, the numbers should be visible. Can you see here when I'm sliding, all the numbers should be visible. Can you see the numbers 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0? When I'm sliding it, the numbers should be visible. Okay. So because of that only, you have to make, if you're using a DIY, You have to be using it in this way. So what you will do to children, you will pick up those material and you'll say, children, this is 1 unit, this is 10 units, this is 100 units, this is 1,000, this is 10,000, this is 100,000, and this is 1 million. Can you show me where is 10,000? The child should be able to show you. Can you show me where is 100? The child should be able to show you. Can you show me where is 1 million? Yes. So that means the child has understood the concept and you are superimposing all that numbers. Okay. Now, when I'm joining all of the cards together, what's the number I get? What's the number I get? Read the number.
10 million.
Yes. Read the number. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 is what I get. 1 million plus 10,000s, 100,000s plus 10,000 plus 1,000 plus 100 plus 10 plus 1 is what?
1 million. 1 million.
In Indian terms, in case if you're saying it is 11 lakhs, 11,111. Correct? Correct? Yeah. So no confusion over there. Okay. So otherwise, how would you say? You say 1,111,111.
11.
Correct? Both the ways you should be able to say the numbers. So this is what we bring the conceptions to the children. Understood? This is the base. This is the introductory thing of it. Now, what happens here is like when you show the demo to the child, right? So when you show the demo to the child, how big the material is it's huge. It's huge. The material is actually huge. Okay. So what we do here, we show to the children. Let me show you the material. I want to show you this. Take a look at this. Everybody can see my screen. See how small is the unit. Can you see the green one? That's our unit. And look at the 10. So it's a blue prism. Look at the blue bar. So 10 ones can make up 110. How small is 1? It's placed here. Now I'm taking up the blue prism. So it's rectangular in shape. So 10 ones are making up 110. So it's 10. See? 10 110s are making up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 ones make up 110. So this is blue prism. Now look at this. This is the red square. So 10 tens make up 100. Now this is again a red prism. In your material, they have said it is a prism, but it is a square prism. Okay. 110, 210, 310, 410, 510, 610, 710, 810, 910, 10 tens. So 10 tens make up 100. The child understands, oh, this is 100. Now look at the 1,000 one. So we're going to stack everything, right? So 10 hundreds will make up 1,000. So let's start counting. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, and 10,000s. So 10,000s, sorry, 10 hundreds make 1,000. Now take a look at the other one. Look at this one. So we're going to be stacking 10,000s. So 10,000s, if I'm putting it there, I would get how many? 10,000s I get. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, and 10,000. Beautiful, right? So it's kind of exaggerating. Look at the material. It's going to become heavier and heavier, and you need an adult to help you to bring this into your desk and learn. And look at this. Can you see the lines over there? Can you see the lines? Every material will be marked with line. And this single material will cost you around 50,000 or more than that. Okay, so now start counting. 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, 90,000, 100,000, 100,000. 100,000 is nothing but 1 lakh. See, this is the beauty of the hierarchical material. Now you need to stand up. It's a huge one. You can probably sit on that also. It's heavy. So it's 1 million. It's heavy. Okay. So you count that way. Okay. So 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 4 lakh, 5 lakh, 6 lakh, 7 lakh, 8 lakh, 9 lakh, 10 lakhs. Okay. You count that way. So that's your wooden hierarchical material. Okay. The moment this lesson is usually given to children, children would love. Look at this. There's this tiny marking. Now you show them the difference of 1. Look at this, how small is your unit 1 and how big is this quantity. And the child gets the visual appeal of how big that material is actually there. Okay. So that helps us to understand our wooden hierarchical material. So we don't have this material in our school because it's usually for elementary classes. So I don't have this. So even you will not be able to work on the hands-on exercises when we are working with this material. Okay, so it's better you take a look at online itself for this. All right. Okay. Next, coming down to the next one is related to our last one, I guess, right? So the last one, last material, is that so? Okay, I have not downloaded that. How many more minutes for this meeting? Can somebody tell me? Okay, it's less than a minute. So join back. So meanwhile, I would also download. It's less than a minute. So join me back.